Hello everyone, I'm Greg Weaver. Welcome to The Audio Analyst. Today, we will take a tour of one of the 5 most authentically musical and emotionally engaging systems I heard at this year's 10th Audio Expo North America, held Friday, April 12th through Sunday, April 14th at the Renaissance Schaumburg Hotel and Convention Center for the 5th time. If you are interested in a chronology of this show, please see last week's episode 172. This was the first of my top 5 rooms that I ran across during the show as I started on the 16th floor. GTT Audio hosted the 2-room suite 1627 with a primary and a secondary system in these rooms. And as overachieving as the second room truly was, it was the primary system that really drove the message of the music home. As you will hear from these partners, this was not the first time showing this room, and they leveraged all of the advantages of the remarkable gear they were exhibiting, along with all their previous experience of setting up in this room to achieve one simply stunning performance. Let's meet the partners in 1627, who also collaborated in the Kubala Sosna room on the 15th floor as well, as they walk us through their remarkable setups. Once we've done that, we'll have a quick sample of 2 digital cuts to try to render the superbly musical performance accomplished by that primary system in GTT's suite on the 16th floor.
Hello everyone, Bill Parrish here from GTT Audio, and welcome to our room at AXPONA 2024. Greg, thank you for taking the time to come in and shoot this video with us. I wanted to give you a rundown of the system in our big room here, and we've got the Kronos Sparta turntable we're playing with the Kronos Kronoscope RS tonearm. We've got the Kronos SCPS optional power supply, and over here on the right, what we have is the Mola Lupe phono stage, which I believe you had, Greg. In fact, I believe you've had all this.
And I reviewed, yeah.
So that's what's handling the analog side of things. And then down there on the very bottom, we have the Grimm MU1, which is our Rune core and our server. That's going directly into the Mola Tambaki DAC. And then over on the side, I don't know if you can get it in the picture, but I think you can. We've got the Digitorit Switch X and its linear power supply. And behind me, we've got Digitorit's Wi-Fi X. That's what's taking the digital side and handling everything. Then we're using the AudioNet Stern line stage, which is controlling the system. At the very bottom, we've got the Kubala Sosna expander. The expander is what this entire front end is plugged into, and all of the cables in this system are Kubala Sosna and realization level. Greg, I'd like to have you swing the camera around, and I'll meet you at the other end, and we'll take you through the system down there. All right, and here we are down at the speaker end of the system, and I'm with the entire team. Down at the end, we've got Greg Kubala, Joe Kubala next to him, Dick Diamond, and Ewald. Greg, what we're doing is we're showing the Vivid Audio G1 Spirits playing with the AudioNet Heisenberg amplifiers. Dick, what do you think? How did we do this year?
You know, it's been fantastic, and this system does something very, very special. It's like it creates an environment of that recording. It illuminates the actual environment of the recording at a level that you just don't usually hear. It's so compelling. It's so fun and so just a riot to listen to.
Joe, we've done 100 shows together.
Yes, sir.
But I think today this weekend we put together something special.
Yeah, I think, we all learn, and I think as we go from show to show, we have the experience of, where were the speakers last year, et cetera. And so every year is a little refinement from the year before. And Dick, you said it very well. This year, we've gotten to a level that, we've always been proud of our sound, but this year is extraordinary.
Ewald, you're the worldwide brand manager of Vivid Audio, Mola Mola. You've come here to support us. We really appreciate it. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you. If I were American, I would say it's pretty darn good. Having a blast, guys. Thank you.
All right. Greg, thanks for taking the time to join us. Thanks.
Hello, everybody. We're in the GTT Audio small room of our two-room suite here at AXPONA 2024, and we're presenting a wonderful system. And I have here my good friend Ewald Verkerk, who's the the worldwide sales manager for both Vivid and for Mola Mola. And Ewald, what are we showing in this room?
Well, I'm so happy to be here, and we play with a very neat little system. But don't get that the wrong way. This system surely packs a punch and will give you utmost enjoyment. The source we use is in the other room. It's the Grimm ME1, but it goes into our Makua line stage, fitted with the Tambaki duck. And then we go to the Perka stereo power amplifier, 150 watts channel, leading up to our wonderful Kaya 45 in this great bespoke Porsche color.
Yeah, thank you very much. The system is just rocks. I mean, Ewald has played some tunes that get the walls shaking and in a good way. But no, it's fantastic. The whole system is just synergistic and just draws you in.
Well, maybe I should take a little step aside so we can see the new version of the Kubala Sosna power conditioner, or the expander, I think it is called. We use, I think it's the middle line of the Kubala Sosna range, and it's perfect. So, full system, GTT audio. Thank you for having us here.
That's right. Thank you again.
And here we are at AXPONA 2024, yet in another room. This is the Kubala Sosna room, which we were fortunate to take part in and work with Joe and Greg. And Greg, should we do a little rundown of the system? Right here, we've got these just incredible, I love these speakers, the Vivid Audio G3 S2s. And it's in a gorgeous Range Rover Belgravia green. Pretty sweet. Then we're all digital here. Again, we're using the Switch X by Digiter It, and Wi-Fi X here behind me. And we've got the Grimm MU1, and that is the Rune core and the server. It's going into the Mola Mola Tambaki, and this is a US premiere on this integrated amplifier, TLA, True Life Audio, which I know, Greg, your subscribers certainly know about. It's your reference gear at this point. We've certainly talked about it on yours and my channel. So that's handling all the amplification. Greg, why don't you tell us about the cables?
So we're running our Elation series cables in this room this year. Those were the flagship for 7 or 8 years until about 6 years ago when we developed realization cables, which are being shown up in 1627. But Elation is running throughout the room here through our expander power distribution box, power cords, speaker cables, interconnects, as well as the digital cables with an AES EBU cable and an Ethernet cable as well.
Actually, the AES EBU that we're running here is
a realization actually here, yes, correct.
Greg, one thing I'm not sure everyone's aware of is that Kubala Sosna makes Ethernet cables.
Ethernet cables, we have one running here. It's our, again, elation level Ethernet cable. And as well as realization now is available, and we have that running upstairs.
Yeah,
as well.
we're running that
Yep.
out of the Switch X into the Grimm MU1, and in both rooms, and then we're running out of the Switch X to our AT&T Wi-Fi routers, which are wireless
Getting by,
routers,
getting by.
which get us
Yeah.
by on Cobas now and then. Shows are always a challenge. So, well, listen, thank you for having us as a partner in this room.
Thanks to all the partners in this room.
We really always love working with Kubala
Yes,
Sosna.
thank you.
I cannot thank Bill and this entire cast of partners for making the time for us to check out these exceptional rooms during this insanely busy show. But now, here is a taste of 2 tracks recorded on the big system in 1627. Have a listen. Even with the limitations of this platform, I think you would have been able to get a glimmer of the power and engagement delivered by this remarkable system, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. During all my time spent listening to this primary system, it was the playing of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony by the Chicago Symphony Orchestra under Sir George Solti, a touchstone of a recording for me for decades now, that highlighted what a grand slam home run this system represented, as it delivered up an almost hypnotic rendering of the fourth movement. First, the vinyl playback was so quiet that the listener sitting beside me asked why they were still letting the LP spin since they were playing a digital track. But the effortless, natural bloom of the instruments, and especially the body of the soloists, was simply exceptional. The system's ability to highlight the individuality of masked strings and voices was beyond reproach. This system easily earned its inclusion in my top 5 rooms at AXPONA 2024. Further, the accomplishment of the second system in the second smaller room, while it may not be exactly a budget system, was both simple and affordable by today's standards, and represented an overachievement that was bordering on the surreal. Listening to Benny Carter's A Walkin' Thing from his late 50s jazz giant release revealed a superbly amazing sense of body while offering surprising bass extension, speed, and impact. Such a splendid and effective performance. Now, I'm somewhat embarrassed to admit this, but this is the only one of my top 5 rooms at AXPONA 2024 that I had time to record. The show was just too large, too hectic, and offered too many other options. But I hope you will take some solace in knowing that next weekend, when I will be sharing a video of one of the most surprising and absurdly affordable DAC discoveries in all my years with digital, I will also be attending the largest, most amazing audio expo on planet Earth, High End Munich. I will be bringing you some amazing in-room experiences of some of the world premiere product launches that are set for this event. There will be the launch of the new Alsavox Caravaggio XX full-range ribbon loudspeakers. If you follow the channel, you'll be aware that Kronos is set to launch both its world-class Discovery Phono Stage and its perpetual turntable. Also, Vivid Audio's Lawrence Dickey is set to launch his monumental new loudspeaker, the $465,000 per pair Moya M1. And there's going to be so very much more. You'll get to come along with me into these rooms to experience these product launches, and we'll not only get to hear from the designers, but we'll get a taste of just how these rooms sounded. Be sure you've hit the subscribe and notify buttons so you don't miss any of these exciting developments. As always, thank you for taking the time to drop by today. Further information on supporting the channel may be found in today's description section or at my website, theaudioanalyst.com. Please stay safe and keep the music playing. Till next time, cheers.